Culture Trust.
Yeah, I was really, really impressed with that. And again, you know, we were talking earlier about Kid A by Radiohead, and again, that's a tune that had that kind of vibe. And I can't remember if it's Kid A or if it's the one afterwards. I can never remember.
Amnesiac.
Amnesiac. There's two versions, I think, of a song called Morning Bell.
Yes, there is. Absolutely, there is. You're right.
And I can't remember which album the version is, but one of those versions really, or that song rather, reminds me of one of those versions really vividly. It's got
Kid A.
It's something to do with that. Is it the Kid A version?
It would be Kid A one, because the one on Amnesiac is a little bit more like kind of subtle and acoustic, but the hard-hitting one is on Kid A for sure, hands down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So it's that kind of vibe, but it's, I mean, you know, again, I probably couldn't describe in the time I have to comment on this show how much I love Kid A, because I could probably write an essay on it, and that is, you know, in a completely different way, interestingly, to the other song that I said sounded a bit like something from that earlier. But I guess that's one of the great things about that album. That's the great thing about artists that can tap into that kind of sound, which, you know, and I've said, and I will say multiple times over the next how many years we do this, you know, as someone who is a pure rock and roll fan, you know, untrained guitarist that does everything by ear, I don't know how people create those noises. I really like them. So I'm always amazed by it. You know, it's cool.
Ryan?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. You know, that's kind of music like his is kind of close to my heart too. Even though you know I do electronic stuff, I still come from an analog instrument background. But when I listen to stuff like that, it always intrigues me and it's always magical to me. And I really liked how the song could probably be a standard, you know, just run-of-the-mill song, but by throwing that off-timing, like, ticking in there,
right,
it makes it really unique and keeps it alive, so you can't not pay attention to the song because your brain is trying to find a rhythm, and that keeps it on its toes throughout the entire thing. So it definitely, it's a hook, and you don't know that it's a hook, which is truly intriguing, and it's a very beautiful song. It's definitely cool, and I've listened to his stuff before, and it's all unique like that. It's cool stuff. I dig it.
Right on. So we have 3 songs left. Next up is a band called Victim of Illusion. They're of Turin, Italy. This one's called The Day That Never Comes. Dig this.
Lost in a screen opportunity, out of the window, mystical rain, unnecessary waiting for a stump, blue shadow cover me like a cage. I am waiting for the day, but the day will never come. in the air, weightless in the black space. Like a leaf in the wind blowing from below. Noises in the distance remind me of the day. I trust of your words, now I know what I want. Light of my strength.
Right on. Victim of Illusion, The Day That Never Comes. You know what? I really dug this tune, and what a cool band out of Turin, Italy. Really cool. Really dug it.
Yeah, really, really like that. Instantly, it reminded me of I've forgotten the name again. Reminded me, but
One Step Closer.
Thank you. One Step Closer.
Oh, Linkin Park. Linkin Park.
Yeah, Linkin Park. It just that riff had that kind of thing, and I was saying I can't honestly say I ever really got on with Linkin Park, but I always really liked that song, and that kind of riff had that vibe to it. But then what's really nice is he did something completely different with the vocal that kind of went across it. It was what it reminded me of is if you listen to Black Sabbath, right? Ozzy always in the Aussie era of Black Sabbath always kind of sung with, or very often sung with the guitar. So
right.
Iron Man is down, and the vocals I am Iron Man. I can't sing, and that's why I don't do it in the band. And he did that, whereas Dio on the two albums he did really cut across the guitar, right? So you'd be playing a riff on the guitar, and the vocal would just kind of go through it rather than on top of it. And I like the way that this vocal, that it sounds nothing like Black Sabbath. I love the way this vocal went through that guitar riff, and then they brought in the synth, and we were talking again about Bassline Birthday. It had a really nice bass line on it. This is really working out, and Brian was saying all of your listeners are going to be so paranoid if they submit music now about what their bass line sounds like, but this probably won't come up again. This is a one-off Bassline Birthday show.
Just a fluke.
But yeah, it was a cool song, and then it had a really heavy ending, which is cool. I like that. Bang on.
Yeah, it was a lot of cool stuff in there, and you're right. The guitar riff was a little bit reminiscent of that. That lick was kind of it kind of did remind you of that. I did like the guitar sound though. It had a really good tone overall to it, and it was nice because I really liked the way that it flowed. It did get heavier in points, but it had it locked into a really good groove. So I think that it would probably be a really good album to listen to from front to back, because it sounds like it's got like a good, just all around, just like rock feel to it. And while it does sound a little bit, like that riff did sound a little bit like Linkin Park. I think it kind of bled through just a little bit, but I think that all the rest of the stuff was really subtle and smooth throughout the entire thing. And then it did pop out like during the choruses and stuff. It really jumped out. I liked it.
And
actually, just to
go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, just to add to that, actually, I should point out it's not the same riff as the Linkin Park one. It brought up that kind of, I was a teenager kind of around that era. It brought up that kind of feeling and that mentality, and there's something different. And although Linkin Park was never that was literally the only song I really even really liked by them, but there was a whole thing there. There was a whole new metal scene. It wasn't really my scene as such. I was much more kind of classic rock, but it was, you become absorbed in it, and when someone does something like that, you know, it's not the same riff, but when they do something like that and bring you back and then change it, I really like that. So, yeah, I should point out that I don't think they're ripping off Linkin Park, but it brought back, it had an emotive quality for me at the age I am.
and the song is One Step Closer.
That's the one, yeah.
Yep, okay. So next up, we have a cool band, a UK band, and Philip Strange. The band's called Evil and Strange. This one's called Let It Rain, and this is pure rock and roll. Dig this.
From the moment they cut you, there's a feeling inside you can't explain. A feeling of hate that